Hey ladies, welcome to another tea with me, and I want to talk to you about some of the craziest stories that have happened to me. And I am gonna just go down one path, only one story, because I can't give you everything in one episode. Being in insurance and being in the sales side of insurance, so underwriting, I'm not a desk underwriter, I'm an outside underwriter, I'm a field underwriter, where I go out and market with agents. And marketing can be going into an agent's office and talking to them about the coverages, getting to know them, introducing them. But also there's this other element of marketing where you're going out to dinners, you're going out to lunches, you're going to happy hours. And in my 20s, I loved doing all of it. And I mean, I was just I'm still outgoing. I'm a very outgoing person when I am out there with my clients and engaging, and I will have so much fun with everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. As long as you're not like a wet noodle or you're really intentionally being boring, you will find something that we can connect with. So I'm just going to go down into one story, and I want to put it out there that I want to hear about your stories, guys, because I know you have them out there. And this happened when I was living in Chicago. This was before Ro and I became really good friends. And I just moved to Chicago, and I'm just trying to meet people and, hanging out. I'm in my 20s. What's going on? And this happened at a happy hour after work, where we were with a bunch of employees and with a bunch of managers. And I was just thinking about this story because this is crazy. Like, who does this kind of stuff sometimes? And you typically do it in your 20s. I think we weren't celebrating anything, but there was a Mexican restaurant that was in our building that we went to right after work. And, having some margaritas, having chips and salsa and all that stuff. And I ran into this woman, no idea who she is. And I strike up a conversation with her, and we're waiting online to go to the restroom. That's when we used to go out, who didn't strike up a conversation with a random person while you're waiting online to go to the bathroom. And so I strike up this conversation with this lady, and it turns out that she is a bride-to-be, and she's about to get married. I was like, oh, fantastic, and blah, 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 and we're just chatting. She's like, yeah, my bridal party's over here, and she's like, you should join us. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? So I kind of ditched my coworkers. Well, they were all leaving, and I kind of was like, okay, I'll hang out with you, because I didn't know anybody in the city. I was just hanging out, and I was just having fun, and, you meet random people, and you're just like, okay, and this is a bridal party. What's the worst that's going to happen when you meet a bridal party at a bar? I don't know. So we end up going bowling afterwards. And by the way, this is probably one of the tamest stories that I have. So, which I'm not going to spill any of those teas on that one. And so we ended up bowling. We go to bowling, and I'm hanging out with this random bridal party and just having a lot of fun, because it's fun. I'm in my 20s. I'm in Chicago. I was I'm single. I got nobody to go home to except for my two cats that really don't care for me, and they'll probably eat me if I keeled over in there. So it was just me and two cats in my apartment. So why not? Why not go out and have fun and meet people? And so we go bowling and everything, and the bride says, you're so much fun, you should come to our wedding. And I'm like, when's your wedding? She's like, it's tomorrow. And mind you, it's a Friday night. And I was like, oh, cool. Where you getting married? We're getting married in the Sears Tower. I was like, for real? That's where I worked. That's where I worked. I worked in the Sears Tower, also known as the Willis Tower, but I will probably never call it the Willis Tower because I like the name, the Sears Tower. I was like, that's where I work. That's the building that I work in. I can get in real easily to this party without an invitation. And she was like, great. And so she gives me all the information and the details. I didn't go to the ceremony, and I wasn't invited to the ceremony. I was just invited to the reception. And I really thought about it because it was I got nothing else to do on a Saturday. I got a black dress. I got an outfit. And so I go to this random woman's wedding in the Sears Tower and have a blast. I'm just at a random table. People, when you get married, you have all these invitations and you send out people and people RSVP, and then people just don't show up. Like, you either got the rude ones that just don't show up that day and don't tell you that they're not showing up, or you got the ones that, something legitimately that they can't show up to the wedding. And it's like an emergency or something. And so I just took one of their spots and I had this blast at this woman's wedding who I can't remember her name at all, which is unfortunate. It would be pretty cool if I actually connected with her. And had a blast at her wedding. It was at the Sears Tower. I took the train down because I was just living down off the train line. And I had a blast. And me, as a stupid 20-year-old, I was like, I'm going to take the train back home at midnight. And I took the train home back at midnight, got off on the wrong stop, and was walking around and was like, where am I? And I'm walking around barefoot in the middle of Chicago, like at 1 o'clock in the morning. Some random dude tries to pick me up and take me home, and was like, I'll take you home. Like, nah, dude, I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out. And I made it home. Clearly, I'm still alive. None worse aware. And who does this kind of stuff in the middle of Chicago when they first move to a place and don't know anybody? Go meet this random person in the bathroom line and get invited to their wedding. Who does this? So ladies, come on. I want to hear the stories that you have. And I know there are some crazier stories than mine. And I would love for you to email me and let me know what it is. You can contact us through our website, and you can even put in a comment in there. And I will read this because I would love to hear some of the craziest stories. And if you do have a crazy story and you would like it to be shared, let me know because I will share it on A Tea With Me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I see you, I hear you, I am you. This is Sistas in Insurance. Thank you again. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our page. Talk to you later.